Hi everyone, we are going to talk about dividend stocks. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about dividend stocks. Usually people do not think about dividend stocks until the market goes down, until their portfolio goes down, until that happens, and then they somehow remember dividend stocks, or they read about it somewhere and then they just collectively altogether think, you know what, I should have had a nice dividend portfolio all these years of trading, or I should have started to set up one, and so on. Right, so it's good. It's, you know it, if you're already trading. If you're not trading, dividend stocks are great. Having a great passive income is the ultimate goal, or one of the ultimate goals in trading. This stock we're going to look at has a really amazing dividend, a really amazing one. It pays it monthly, right, not quarterly or annually. So every month you get paid, and it's been able to cover its dividend. There's never been a problem, even with the economy being the way it is right now. There's no problem. So far they've been perfect. In fact, let's look at the chart real quick. This is pretty cool. All right, so the company we're going to talk about is Stellus Capital Investment Corp. What I like about this real quick that I can see right off the bat, the 5-year chart. This is the 5-year chart, and it's basically, it's been, I get it, sideways kind of, but overall up, positive, since it's higher than it was 5 years ago. But this is nice to me. This is welcoming. I don't care, because we're looking at a company in the financial sector. We're looking at a company that invests in private. It basically it makes its money by investing in private companies and up to middle-sized businesses, right? So those sort of stocks, they're not your hyper growth stocks, they're not your tech stocks, not going to be your explosive stocks, they're not your low float, tiny penny stocks, whatever. It's not that. And to see that this stock for 5 years has basically been on a beautiful sideways mode and still paying its dividends, which by the way, like I said, the dividend's awesome. Hey, I'll take it. All right, I like this. The only thing that brought this stock down was the 2020 pandemic, but it bounced right back. All right, so it's trading at $13.81 right now. Now, obviously, me showing you this does not mean that you should buy this, right? You have to do your own due diligence. By the way, if you want to join my Patreon Discord, if you join Patreon, you have access to Discord. The link will be in the comment section below. In my Patreon, long-term stock swing trades, day trades, all that stuff is covered. You get to see what I buy, and also chat with over 900 other traders, see what their ideas are, and so on. It's a really great, amazing community, and we're doing awesome. We're doing awesome. Last year, 2022, I finished over 80% positive return in my investment, and this year, right now, higher than that. I think it's about 88% already, so it's really, really awesome. And so, that's that. All right, let's continue with Stellus Capital Investment Corp. All right, this company is a business development company which specializes in investments in private middle market companies. All right, so it basically invests its money into private middle market companies, hoping to get a great return out of those companies that would eventually do well. It invests through first lien, second lien loans, often with corresponding equity investment. The fund prefers to invest in US and Canada, and also it seeks to invest in companies with an EBITDA between $5 to $50 million. That's the range. If we look at what the analysts are thinking right now within the next 12 months, they are bullish. They give it a low of $15, an average of 16, and a high of $17. Does this mean that will actually happen because the analysts are saying that? No, obviously. Now, if we look at the revenue of the company, perfect, beautiful revenue, nice and steady. Every single year, they've been able to increase their revenue on a positive return, higher revenue than the previous year. The only year that they had a negative return, a lower revenue, let's say, and so on, was 2020 because of the pandemic. Obviously, so we don't count that. If we didn't have the pandemic, this would have been green. They would have had higher revenue and so on. So the revenue side is perfect. If we look at the cash growth, cash and equivalents, the cash growth, right? That's great too. It's doing very awesome recently and so on. Negative part is the total debt, which is at $604 million, and it has been increasing, right? But that's actually, they're handling that perfectly fine. There's nothing, nothing to be alarmed about right now, in my opinion. The annual dividend of the stock, so the total dividend you would get during the entire year of holding the stock would be $1.42 per share, but they pay that monthly, so that's pretty cool. All right, and the dividend yield is actually not 10.27%; it's actually 11.63%. So I think the dividend, the dividends is either $1.42 or $1.46 around there. But that's it. Nothing lower than $1.42. All right, so dividend, perfect, beautiful. Stock is at $13.81. The stock price for the past 5 years has been sort of on a beautiful sideways mode, but overall higher slightly than 5 years ago. So perfect. Now, if we look at some other things, there are 48 publicly traded BDCs, which is what this company is involved in. And why do they have a competitive advantage? And they state here a lot of things. The 5-year ROE is 9.5%, 9.4% positive, and achieving loan growth while practicing conservative lending, which they do. Diversified portfolio by size and investment industry and geography. Monthly dividend of about 13 cents. Now, SCM provides flexible financing and middle market companies, right? Investment type and size, and you can see here anywhere from 10 to 30 million per transaction. They also have underwriting capabilities of up to 100 million bucks. So that's also positive. Their investment focus, like I said, a beta 5 to 50 million bucks. Capital is often used for acquisitions, growth capital, leveraged buyouts, and recapitalizations, originations focus, and so on. If we look at the diverse financial sponsor relationships, now that the diverse sponsor relationships is really awesome. It's really great with some of the best. If we look at one of the risks, because I've been saying so far positive things about the stock, one of the biggest risks with this stock would be if we had another banking collapse, let's say, right? So we had the SVB, we had First Republic, but overall, so far, the banking sector collapse or problems seems to be over and seems to be a thing of the past. But it would be wrong to say it's a thing of the past, because maybe there'll be something else along the way in 2023. 2024, some kind of other, because SVB was a surprise out of nowhere, right? And it wasn't a surprise for those who follow the banking sector. There were a lot of alarms about SVB long ago, since last year. But if you're not following the banking sector at all, then you might be caught by surprise. Does that mean that there will be another problem with the banks, a really serious problem? We don't know. We'll see. I think not. So, just saying, that's one risk. But that would bring down, a lot of other stocks, not just this one. Diverse portfolio, low exposure to retail and energy. So they have a diverse portfolio. You can see here where it's broken down. Most of it is in service business. And there's a bunch. Environmental industries, construction, software is about 4%, and so on. All right, so that's that, and you can see that in their investor presentation on their website. What I liked also about this company is that they're fixed versus floating rate debt investments, and you want it to be more on the floating rate, in my opinion. So the floating is 97%, which is awesome, so that's perfect. If we look at the investment portfolio growth since it IPO'd, basically the investment portfolio has been growing amazingly, so that's nice also. So with that being said, Stellus Capital Investment Corp, $13.81. Can it go lower? Fed rate hikes are coming up May 3rd, right? So we're going to have another Fed rate hike, and that always affects the market and brings stocks down, especially in the financial sector. Also, tech sector gets hit, right? So on May 3rd, maybe May 3rd, this stock goes down to 11 bucks, 11.80. All right, around there, 12 bucks, maybe not. But overall, seeing the beautiful 5-year chart, I'm kind of, to be honest, not really worried about it. What I would do if I were to invest in this stock would be that I would buy into this stock a certain X amount, not the total amount that I wanted. So if I had, let's say, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 that I want to put in this sort of type of stock, then I would put, let's say $5,000 now. Wait for the Fed rate hikes, see if there's, a month later, if it goes lower or not, put a little bit more, and so on, and go like that. So that's my opinion. I would get into this stock for the dividend, which is really awesome, and add it to my dividend portfolio. If you don't have a dividend portfolio, I think that you should consider looking into it. You don't have to say to yourself, well, in order for me to get the amount that I would like in passive income, it's this much, and I don't have that money to invest in dividend stocks to get that, so I quit. Don't be like that. Just start off a little bit, small. Buy a few dividend stocks now, a few dividend stocks whenever you can, again, and so on. And it eventually will add up, and it's better than nothing. That's just my opinion. Doesn't mean that you should copy that or do that. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please take this video and share it in your social media network. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, and so that other people can see it, and it might also benefit them also. I wish you all the best, and take care, everyone.
Are you looking for a Discord platform that offers a first-class trading community? That's what you can expect when you join Bull Market Watch. Trading can be challenging for some people, but we're here to simplify the process for you. We have a very powerful track record. Our Discord deals with day trades, swing trades, and long-term trades. Hundreds of traders operate through our Discord, where we come up with stocks to trade for profits on the NASDAQ and NYSE. With a low monthly subscription of $9.90, you will have full access to our Discord, where you can interact with other traders and get all the latest news when it comes to trading as well. It's a community that is extremely supportive of one another and always willing to help each other out. Become a member of Bull Market Watch today and be on your way to a better financial situation.